I had an eventful 5 years at the OCC. I'd like to say it was 2 years of peacetime, 2 years of wartime, and 1 year of Dodd-Frank. I'm quite proud of the fact that early on, before the financial crisis, the agency came out very strongly about the dangers in certain kinds of mortgages, adjustable rate mortgages, and non-traditional mortgages. Later on, those proved to be very problematic as one of the things that caused the crisis, but we were an early signal on that, an early siren call about that I think was really quite important. But the most memorable and scariest part of my tenure was definitely during the Great Financial Crisis. I think the agency performed extremely well during that period. It was something that was affecting a lot of our banks, but was particularly affecting our largest banks at the time, and we had to take some very extraordinary measures and work very closely with the Treasury Department and other bank regulators in order to try to make that crisis go as smoothly as possible. And I had tracked how nationally chartered banks were faring compared to state chartered banks, which we don't regulate. And it is true that fewer national banks failed during this period than state chartered banks. And I think there's a reason for that. I think there was a consistency of supervision throughout the country that built on the long history of the OCC, priding itself on being only about supervision and examination. And I think that stood the agency and our banking system and our economy in good stead during that period.